Shalom, shalom. This is your brother Shataria here at Chicago Branch Great Millstone, prophesizing the return of the Heavenly Father Yahweh and the Son Yahweh Shai. You all ignorantly call him Jesus, but his true and Hebrew name is Yahweh Shai. Coming at you with a quick hitter, but before we get started, we're going to give all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and our elders here at Great Millstone who rule well. Honors to the hopeful elect. The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are the biblical and true Hebrews of the Bible. Salutation to all the Akim out there pushing this word in truth and sincerity, the speckled bird, and all those whose lineage goes back to our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Healthy Barakatha. And to the Akwaf, and those of you out there listening and learning, Shalom and Barakatha to you also. History facts number 3. Tulsa Race Massacre, also known as the Tulsa Race Riot or Black Wall Street Massacre, was a 2-day-long white supremacist terrorist massacre that took place between May 31st and June 1st, 1921. The devastation of Black Wall Street, Tulsa, Oklahoma, in 1921, a wave of racial violence destroys a affluent Black American community seen as a threat to white-dominated American capitalism. In 1921, Tulsa, Oklahoma's Greenwood district, known as Black Wall Street, was one of the most prosperous communities in the United States. Now, did you hear what I just said, Israel? It didn't say African American communities in the United States. It said one of the most prosperous communities in the United States, be it Black community or be it white community, okay? Again, it says in 1921, Tulsa, Oklahoma's Greenwood district, known as Black Wall Street, was one of the most prosperous communities in the United States. But May 31st of that year, the Tulsa Tribune reported that a black man, Dick Rowland, attempted to rape a white woman, Sarah Page. Whites in the area refused to wait for the investigative process to play out, sparking 2 days of unprecedented racial violence. 35 city blocks went up in flames. 300 people dead. 800 were injured. And in defense of a white woman's virtue, okay, that's what this was about. They did this in defense of a white woman's virtue, okay, and that's what sparked this, okay, was express motivation for the collective racial violence. All right. Now, just talking real quick. This is what this man does. That's what they said Emmett Till did. Supposed to whistled or looked at some Edomite woman. All right. That's what started the conflict in Rosewood, Florida. White woman was allegedly raped or something. All right. And the same thing here. So what would that be? Ye are forgers of lies. That's the first thing that comes into my mind. Let's grab it, Israel, okay? Let's get it real quick. Let's get that Job 13:4. Okay, Job 13:4. And it says, but ye are forgers of lies. Ye are physicians of no value. So this is what this Edomite does when he sees someone prospering, okay? He sees someone who is flourishing. He sees someone who's doing better than he is, okay? And keep in mind, Jake is the form of all things. Given a level playing field, we pretty much can hold our own with anyone, all right? Again, so that's what sparked this a white lie. Again, that's what they did and killed Emmett Till, whistling, looking at a white woman, allegedly. All right. Same thing here. Dick Rowland supposedly had attempted to rape a white woman, Sarah Page, okay? And that's endless, all right? These are the lies, okay? Job 13:4, but ye are forgers of lies. Ye are physicians of no value, okay? And that's what they do. And it's ultimately because they have a perpetual hatred for us to begin with anyway, okay? Let's go here, all right? Let's grab that Ezekiel. Let's get Ezekiel. What do we want? Ezekiel 35:5. And it says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, it says a perpetual hatred, and has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, okay, in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. And what this is going into, okay, slavery had ended, okay? It was over with, but they refused to let us go, and we're still in captivity, still in slavery this present day, right now today. And anyone who says they aren't, they're a fool, okay? They're an educated fool. I'm finna do a lesson on that next, Lord will. But these are some history facts for your ass, okay, Israel? That's what they did, okay? And this is Tulsa, Black Wall Street being massacred, okay? All right? Again, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Again, slavery had ended, but they refused to let us go still. And it says, therefore, as I live, saith the Lord, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Saith thou, hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Okay, so, hey, blood shall pursue them. It says, you live by the sword, you die by the sword, okay? All right, that's it. So, man, he who leadeth into captivity must goeth into captivity. He who killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. That's in Revelations, okay, roughly paraphrasing. But these are some history facts for your ass, all right? And that's pretty much all I have right now. I said this was going to be a quick hitting lesson. Lord will, it's edifying through the Spirit. In closing, I like to say, Shalom, Abba, Babo. Until the next time.